Unlock the power of the Merkaba to jump dimensions. Warping space-time with your energy body to travel the universe. Magic is nothing more than being able to warp space-time to your will. The Merkaba is a sacred 4D geometric symbol which contains all forms within itself. Maoshan sorcerers discovered how to combine spheres and triangles with their energy bodies to open space-time portals. This is the sacred combination of spheres and triangles, as well as the 8-sided symbol which actually unfolds into the Merkaba. The practices that I have been sharing with you on the shop in the thunderwizard.com website are practices that will allow you to jump into different dimensions. When you master this energy, you can then take it into meditation and use it to literally shift dimensions like you would change numbers on a combination lock. We don't live in a single universe. We live in a universe of probabilities. The universe that you experience is the one that you unconsciously choose and manifest. Using these practices allows you to tap into the Merkaba so that you can shift into the dimension that you prefer to live in. Go to thunderwizard.com and click on Shop. Solar Flash Update 2024. The Solar Flash will create 3 new Earths, a 2D, a 3D, and a 5D. Each human must choose. Get my books on Amazon, Kindle, or Audible, or at michaelwilliamdenny.com. Not the kind that abduct, those are something else, but higher dimensional beings of light. And they have been educating me on, and they showed me in a vision which was tailored to me and all of the symbolism that I respond to psychologically, so I won't get into that. But it was very clear, the message, that there was going to be an event that everybody would see, and it would be an event that would be of a highly profound spiritual nature. The truth is that everything you always have most deeply desired is the truth. You've wanted to be loved. You've wanted to be seen. You've wanted to be accepted. You've wanted to be safe. And that is the truth. When we break through the barrier of the third dimension, we connect to higher dimensional anything, just anything outside of the third dimension, the first thing that hits you is the unbelievable love. That's the only thing that exists. And that you experience how beautiful and loved and special you are. Hello, my fellow human light beings. It is once again time for a live guided interdimensional meditation to bring the 5D solar flash event. What we are going to do today is what I recommend you do all the time that you can bring your consciousness to do it, which is to question your reality and then change it. Today what we do is we take part in the changing. We can change our reality. I am of the opinion and the feeling that the current state of affairs is unacceptable. I refuse to accept to live in a world where human beings are not treated according to their spiritual essence. As I have been saying lately, you have lovability simply because you exist. There is nothing that you need to do. In fact, there is nothing that you can do which will make you more lovable than you already are. I want to create a world where we interact with ourselves, with our world, and with the rest of consciousness in the multiverse from a state of bliss, joy, love, and acceptance. So, that is what we will be doing today. Before we get into the meditation, of course, if you're new to the channel, ways you can support this channel is, first of all, subscribe, like, comment, hit the bell button. Do the live interdimensional meditations as often as possible, even if you have to watch them after they've been uploaded. Follow and like Path of the Thunder Wizard on Facebook. Share Thunder Wizard YouTube video links and Facebook posts on all of your social media. Subscribe to the thunderwizard.com Patreon site, which is here, thunderwizard.com. By subscribe, I don't mean subscribe for free. That doesn't accomplish anything for you. Subscribe in a way that you get something from one of these subscription tiers. That, of course, does help support the channel. And browse the thunderwizard.com shop for the advanced practices. What is quite popular at the moment is the Maoshan 5-element spirit fighting moving forms, but there's many other things on there as well. Go check those out. Whatever you do, do not use the Patreon app. Use your browser. If you use the Patreon app, they will charge you more money. And please remember that I do need your support in order to keep this channel going. So, let's go ahead and get into the meditation. Before we do that, just take a moment. And I'd like for you to just think about the kind of world that you would fantasize about living in. I want you to go beyond, compromising. So, if you ask the average person, what kind of world do you want to live in? They're most likely going to come up with some compromise. Like, well, there should be equal rights, and people should be able to get a good job, and those kinds of things. I want you to go far beyond any of that. I want you to fantasize about a completely unrealistic world that is so beautiful, that is heaven on earth, and allow yourself to go to that. And don't compromise. Because in these meditations, in our astral bodies, we are no longer going to be in 3D space-time. And what I've come to learn is that in the astral realm, that is where this universe is actually constructed. So wanting to compromise and get I just want to have a decent job, and I just want, what you're doing is you're already living in the house, and instead maybe you're rearranging the furniture, maybe you're spackling the walls, maybe you're painting it. I'm talking about creating a completely new house from scratch. And that is done in the astral realm. And in that realm, you can fantasize about anything, absolutely anything. The only requirement is that it brings you joy, brings you bliss, brings you feelings of freedom and happiness. That's all that's required. Outside of that, you can imagine flying rainbow dragons that spew out Skittles out of their ears and, picking flowers off the ground and eating them like candy. Whatever makes you happy, you can create that world. That's how this universe is continuously created. It is created based on our expectations. We know this not just from spirituality, which has been saying this for thousands of years, but also from physics. Quantum physics now has been saying what mystics have been saying for thousands of years, that it is your intention, your expectation that creates the physical reality that you live in. So we are going to intend that. All right, enough talking from me. Let's go ahead and get started. So get yourself into your meditative place in your house, your meditative position. If you want to sit in full lotus or half lotus, if that works for you, go ahead. If you don't want to fall asleep, then I recommend that you sit. If you sit in a chair like I'm doing, or if you want to get real serious about it, sit on the edge of a chair with your feet flat on the ground and looking down in front of your toes 2 or 3 feet. That'll keep the back of your neck straight, and then when you close your eyes, you'll be in a good position for energy and kundalini to move through your body. But feel free to lie down on the floor, on the couch, on the bed. Also, you don't have to stay seated or lie down. You can move around. A lot of people are doing spontaneous dancing and moving as we do these meditations. Lastly, you hear in the background the chant that is the seed sound for the 5D solar flash event. That sound is Hu-Ar. And you do not have to copy what you hear in the recording or what I'm going to be doing. You don't have to do it for the same length of time. You can allow yourself to create your own pitch, your own harmony. Listen to your body. Because when we end up doing these things live one day, when we all get together and we're chanting this live, it's going to be a symphony of different sounds and different frequencies. So allow yours to come out whatever way it wants to. You don't have to do the throat singing thing. I don't try to do that. Sometimes it just happens naturally. You just let your body do whatever it does. All right. Hopefully you're now ready to go. So get in your meditative posture. Take a deep breath in. Hold. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. Hold. And exhale. Take another deep breath in and hold it. And exhale. Continue to allow your body to relax. Feel your physical body become heavier. Feel your body begin to sink more deeply into the earth. Allow yourself to become aware of the force of gravity that is pulling you down into Mother Earth's breast. She is embracing you. She loves you so much that she can't tolerate the thought of you flying away even for 1 second. So she holds you close to herself in the embrace of gravity. Allow everything to go limp. Feel all of the blood flowing through your body. Feel the energy moving through your nerves, your meridians. Continue to allow yourself to sink deeply into the earth. We're now going to chant the Huul breath, spelled H-U-U-L. And this is the sound of Mother Earth. This will allow us to become closer to her and to surrender to her love and to her power. We are doing this for her after all. So inhale and chant with me. And please bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. We're going to allow ourselves to go deeper into the spiritual realms of planet Earth, going down through the different worlds, and at the very bottom of the Earth frequency is a place called Naga Loka. And you can allow yourself to go there. It's an underground cavern that is filled with a beautiful light. And you can see that there are gemstones littered all over the place. Different colored gemstones, all of them are shining brightly. So allow yourself to become aware of the gemstone or gemstones that are calling your attention. As we were chanting this, I was seeing a beautiful pink gemstone. I'm now also seeing a beautiful green one. And if you look very closely, if you focus on one of the many gemstones that are there, and you ask for that gemstone to show you their true essence, you will see that that gemstone is in fact the third eye of a Naga, of a cobra. These are beings that have the ability to shapeshift into humans or into their actual self, which is a cobra being. These are the beings that have an association with the karmic shifts, the choices that we make depending on our attachments create karmic realities and karmic past influences. So spend a moment with the Naga that has made themselves available to you, and give them a moment and ask them to show you something about your karmic programmed past that you can do something about to improve. Go ahead and do this now. Bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. You can continue this conversation whenever you wish. Just breathe, meditate, bring yourself back down here, and you can communicate this, continue this communication. For now, we're going to thank our Naga brethren, and we are going to allow ourselves to come back up to our relaxed meditative bodies. Continue to breathe long and deep. Rise back up. Feel the relaxation in your body. Feel the blood pumping through. Feel the warmth. Feel the electricity in the nervous system. Breathe even more deeply. Become even more relaxed. We are now going to take this knowledge and we are going to do what we can to shift Mother Earth's karmic past. Your past determines your present. Your actions in the present determine your future. So, focus in on your heart center. This is where your soul resides. And once again, your soul is not attached to this world. All of the intense emotions that you feel, all of the stresses, all of the fears, all of the sadness, the pain, the ego, all of those things are part of your human fictional character that you have created so that you can interface with this third dimension. Your soul is not attached and does not participate in any of those emotions. The only emotions your soul experiences is bliss and love and complete union with all things. Focus in on your heart and focus in on these feelings. Feeling of bliss, feeling of being emotionally and energetically connected to all conscious beings throughout the entire multiverse. And do me a favor, take a deep breath in into your heart center and hold. Inhale. And exhale and release. Continue breathing long and deep, focusing on the extremely powerful energy in your heart center, focusing on your connection to the light, the infinite light which is in your heart. We are now going to allow our energy to escape out of the heart center, rise up above your body, look down on your body. Send all of the cells of your body gratitude, joy, bliss, and love. Thank your body for being the perfect vehicle for your soul to experience this three-dimensional reality. We're now going to allow ourselves to fly up to the ceiling. You can feel a strong pull. We're pulled through the ceiling up above the roof of your home. You're now looking down at the roof of your home from above. We feel a very strong pull, pulling our consciousness higher and higher into the sky. We can see our neighborhood. Higher and higher still, we see the city that we live in. Higher again, we see the county we live in. Higher than that, we can see the state that we live in. Above that, we can see the country that we live in. And then we can see the continent upon which we live. Higher and higher still, we back up against Earth's gravitational field. We break through that. We are now into interplanetary space. We are no longer in Earth's 3D space-time. Continue to breathe deeply. Allow your energy to expand. Continue to expand beyond the memory of your 3D life. Become aware of previous incarnations. Become aware of who you are in between incarnations. Continuing to expand, allow yourself to remember who you were before you decided to incarnate ever. Who were you before there was any incarnation on any planet? Become one with that infinite light being self, which is your true identity. Expand and become that infinite deity that you have always been and you always will be. You are directly connected to God. There is no separation. You are not smaller than God. If you go deep into your soul, if you follow that light to its source, you will find that you yourself are one with that force that we call God. That means that you've created everything, including the 3D life that you are currently experiencing. You created that life, you wrote that script, and now we are going to travel to the realm of deepest karma. So once again, I'd like for you to now look out into space, allow yourself to look out into the dark blackness of deep space, and we can see out in the distance a very beautiful light. I am seeing once again this pinkish, beautiful light. It looks like a gemstone. I would like for you to allow that light to attach itself to your heart and pull you towards it. Let yourself completely get pulled into this beautiful pink light, and we are surrounded by this light now. We have become one with it. Allow yourself to relax into the healing, into the joy of this light. There is a happiness and a lightheartedness about this light. You can drop all of the heaviness. Your essence is a beautiful, happy, joyous, free essence. This is within you. We have tapped into something deep within you. You're now going to allow yourself to completely merge with that. Become aware of anything within you that is blocking you from the feeling of complete freedom, complete bliss, joy, lightheartedness. Become aware of any of these things, and after identifying them, release them. Allow them to dissipate and disappear completely. Going deeper still, you find that you are carrying old memories from previous lives. And any blocks that we have, that we've brought with us, that are affecting us, are instances where we acted in ways that we are still attached to. Perhaps there is a regret, perhaps there is guilt, perhaps there is unresolved anger or pain, even from old lifetimes. I'm becoming aware of guilt I'm still carrying from many, many lifetimes ago. Become aware if there's anything that you've done, or just maybe perhaps just a feeling of something that you've done that you are still judging yourself for. Continue to breathe long and deep. Become aware of this. We're now going to follow this all the way back to its root. This feeling has a root that is buried deep within your karmic floor. This has been influencing you perhaps throughout all of the lifetimes that you've had. When you take actions, you find yourself getting into situations or relationships that you do not consciously choose, and you ask yourself, how do I always end up here? It's because of this old unresolved issue that you keep recreating. So what we're going to do here is we are going to forgive ourselves. Maybe you're aware of something you may have done. Maybe you're not aware, but you just have the feeling. Here and now, you're going to resolve to completely, 100% forgive yourself and relieve yourself of all responsibility. You no longer have to hold yourself back. You no longer have to minimize yourself. You no longer have to create situations that wound you and block you and keep you trapped. I would like for you now to allow this thought, this feeling, this very ancient act you're still punishing yourself for, I would like for you to allow it to take a form. It can't touch you, it can't harm you, it can't do anything to you, but allow it to take a form. Give it a personality, allow it to express emotions. And in this safe place, you are going to ask this form now in front of you to ask you to do something. So it's going to ask you to do what it's been trying to get you to do for thousands of lifetimes. Don't worry, you don't have to do it, you just have to listen. So go ahead, do this now, spend a moment, your guides are with you, go ahead and ask this karmic emotional block to tell you what it wants you to do. Do this now. Bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. Become aware that this request is a request to unify you with your infinite self. I will let you decide whether or not the request is helpful or is not helpful. But whatever the request was, I want you now to give that request the right to exist. Fighting against this request is what causes you to continue to create blocks and pitfalls in your lives. Now you're going to imagine this energy to come back and be merged with you. So on the count of 3, what I'd like for you to do is inhale very deeply and bring this deep into your soul. And as this energy comes into your soul, it will then dissipate, because that energy is you. You are taking back your energy. And when it dissipates, you no longer have to act these old karmic wounds out. Get ready. We're going to inhale very deeply on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Hold. Allow this energy to dissipate and return back to you. And exhale. And now as we float in this beautiful gemstone, this beautiful freeing pink light, you now become aware that there is a being here that is full of love and full of acceptance. And you can see the smile on this being's face, and you can feel a very lighthearted, happy glow to them. Allow this being to become visible to you. And now spend a moment and ask this being to give you any advice, any knowledge, any instruction, or just whatever energy that it wants to give you. Go ahead and do this now. And bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. You can continue this conversation whenever you wish. Just bring it to mind, come back here, and you can go deeper with this interaction. We're now going to say goodbye to this realm, and we are going to allow ourselves to pull out of this beautiful gemstone. We now become aware that we are surrounded by light beings. So what I'd like for you to do now is to send out a conscious invitation for all beings of light anywhere in the multiverse to come and be part of our meditation. Go ahead and do this now. All right, and now I'd like for you to bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. And let's turn our attention to the sun in our solar system. So look around until you can see our sun and allow the energy of the sun to pull you towards it. We and all of the light beings in the multiverse are coming up upon the sun. And as we gather around the sun, I'm getting the sensation that the sun has a very specific intention. She wants to accomplish something right now. There's a lot of energy you may have heard has been recently released from the sun headed towards Earth. And I am getting the feeling that something very important is happening. And the sun is giving me the feeling that there is something very, very important that is going to happen as a result of this energy that is being shifted. So she is asking for us to help her with the intention, so we are going to allow ourselves to go into the sun, into the heart of the sun. And as we come into the center of the sun, we can see once again this looks like a tornado of bright white light moving, and in the center of it there is this very concentrated, intense energy. We are going to chant the Huar breath, which will align us with the higher dimensional energy that the sun is currently releasing. And we are going to allow it to penetrate our essence and to change us. Simultaneously, you can now bring to mind that perfect fantasy world. We are programming the sun with this energy that she is going to release to the earth. So, take a deep breath and chant with me. Inhale.
And please bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. And as we look in the center of the sun, we can see now this pearl of condensed, concentrated consciousness. We can see that it is pulsating. And again, Mother Sun is prepared to release more energy into our solar system and towards our planet. We now allow ourselves to back out of the sun, and we now move towards our 3D home, back to planet Earth. So we and all of our light being friends, we begin to fly towards planet Earth, and we surround it. At this time, I would like for you to spend a moment with your light being guide. And if this is something that appeals to you, I would like for you to ask your light being guide to help you see your mythical creature. If you were to transform into any kind of mythical creature, whether that just be an animal or whether it be something out of a fantasy book or a movie, whatever it is, go ahead and look into the eyes of your light being guide and ask them to show you your mythical creature. If you already know what it is, allow yourself to transform into that. Do this now.
And bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. What we're going to do now is we are going to surround the earth in our mythical creature form, whatever that is. You might just be a ball of pure light. You might be a giant dragon. You might be a, I don't know what. You could be all kinds of things. A beautiful angel, doesn't matter to me, whatever it is. And once again, I'd like for you to bring to mind the perfect world in your greatest, most fantastical fantasy. I'd like for you to tap into the joy and the bliss that you feel when you think of that amazing world you would like to live in. And what we're going to do now, we're going to once again chant the Huar breath, and we're going to send this energy directly to Earth. We are going to give Mother Earth permission to let go of her attachment to the old 3D. We are going to give her permission to stop trying to heal, help, take care of the old 3D human system. We are going to give her permission to break off from that and create her perfect fantasy and allow her to reincarnate as a child, a brand new planet, completely free of all impurities, filled with nothing but beauty and love and light. And imagine that perfect world. We are going to give her permission to do that, knowing that this will create a schism where there will be a lower version of 3D Earth and there will be a higher, what we call 5D Earth. We are going to now allow ourselves to let go of any attachments we've had to our past lives, as well as to the current 3D world. And we are going to surrender ourselves to the bliss of this new, perfect fantasy world. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and chant with me. Inhale. And please bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. And do me a favor and spend a moment with your guides. Ask them if there's any message, any instructions, any encouragement, any energy that they would like to give you. Go ahead and do this now. And bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. We're now going to release our light being friends to go back to wherever they need to go. And we are going to allow ourselves to come back to our current 3D reality. So go ahead and say goodbye to your light being friends. Look down on Mother Earth, and you might be able to see some of the energies that we have been sending. I myself am seeing that, again, that pink light refracting around the world, bringing that freedom, that lightheartedness, and that healing. And I can imagine seeing our Earth begin to separate into a higher 5D Earth, coming off of the 3D Earth we've been living on. So you can attach your energy to that newly forming higher frequency Earth. And now we allow ourselves to come down into Earth's atmosphere again. We sink further and further. We see the continent upon which we live. We can see the country that we live in. We can see the state that we live in. We can see the county that we live in. And we can see the city that we live in. We go closer and closer. We see our neighborhood, and there's our home. Go ahead and allow yourself to come down through the roof. Hover above your physical body Send your physical body this beautiful energy that you have been absorbing. Send it to all of the cells of your body, all of the organs of your body, your brain, your spinal column, the nerves. Allow all parts of your body to feel this new healing energy. Send love and gratitude to all of the cells of your body. Allow your DNA to shift, to create a new species within you that can vibrate at a higher level. And imagine the perfect physical body you would like to have. Perfect health, perfect strength, perfect youth. Allow yourself to imagine your perfect body, and now send that energy to the cells of your body. Give your body permission to become perfect and healthy in every possible way. And now very gently allow your energy to come back into your physical body. Inhale very deeply. Hold. And exhale. Inhale once again. And exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale. Rub the palms of your hands together. Place the palms over your eyes. Feel the heat. Inhale that heat into your brain, your spinal column, all the way down to your feet. Inhale. Exhale into the earth. Inhale once again. Exhale into the earth. One last time, inhale. And exhale into the earth. Rub the eyes, face, scalp, back of the neck, front of the neck, shoulders, arms, chest, stomach, legs. Bring yourself completely back into your physical body. All right, so I don't know if for some reason I can't see anything in the chat. In fact, I wasn't even able to write anything. So I don't know if you've put anything in the chat or not. Again, you can also, if you want to support the channel, you can click on the $, and that's another way to support the channel. In any case, we'll go ahead and leave things there for now. As always, be good to yourself. Especially now, we've gone and done some karmic work, so be kind to yourself. And be aware that you can completely, totally, 100% erase all of your programming. So whatever your insides tell you about who you are, you can choose to erase that. And you can replace that with who you believe you are, or even better than that, who you want to be. You can completely erase anything that has come before, and you can rewrite the program of who you are. So the reason I keep asking you to look into the eyes of your guides and listen to what they have to say and see how they see you is because they don't see you with the current programming that your 3D personality has. They see you as you truly are. And if you continue to do this work, if you haven't already experienced it, you will experience seeing yourself as a deity. You will see yourself as an infinite, omnipresent, all-powerful, unbelievable deity. They will show you that you are in fact the creator of this universe, that you are the creator of this world. And so you can choose to make the effort to keep seeing yourself this way. And one of the things you can do when you wake up in the morning is you can ask yourself, what would the most powerful, blissful, happiest deity, if they were walking around on planet Earth, what would they do? How would you spend your day? And if you take actions based on that programming, that will completely, totally change your reality. That's what the whole quantum shifting thing is, and the 90-day challenge, all of that is designed to give you the power to do that. So again, I can't see any chat. For whatever reason, my computer won't allow me to see any of it. So I don't know if you've chatted or not. That's okay. We will just leave things as they are. So that's it, my friends. Please remember that you are the most important being that has ever existed. You are the most powerful being that has ever existed. In fact, the entire multiverse was created solely for your pleasure. And when you put all of your effort into living the deepest fantasies within your soul, you become more conscious, and all other conscious beings evolve in their consciousness. In fact, the most powerful deities get on their knees and they worship you, simply because you are experiencing pleasure and joy. There is nothing more profound than this. Thank you, my friends. I wish you all the best. I love you all. And as always, please be very good to yourselves. And I will see you all very soon.